Hello, it's Bailey and welcome back to my channel. I just decided last night that I was going to use one of my readathon allotments that I've earned through my Jokes on Me game to take this week and participate in Spooktober, mini Spooktober, hosted by Rylan from Reading with Rylan. So the game is on pause. This week I have full availability to participate in this readathon. This is a mini version of the readathon she hosts in October, focusing around spooky books. I do think that most of what I chose is thrillers, but it's like thriller, mystery, horror, spooky things. It should be an exciting week. I do have a guest arriving to my house this week, which you will see when she does arrive. And so let's just get into what I'm planning on reading. There are some fairly simple prompts that I thought, you know, if I could work them in, I might as well. And so the first prompt is to read something like with like winter or chilly vibes. So I grabbed Iron Lake by William Kent Kruger. This is something I bought because I had gone to like a local bookstore when I was on a little trip, and I had just asked the gal working, like, what would you recommend? And so she recommended this to me, and now I've been sitting on it for a little while, so this will be the perfect thing to get to. I am planning on reading this one physically. Mostly I just really want to hold this paperback. My heart really wants it right now. And then for set not in your country, so I live in the United States, this is set in England. I will be reading Playing Nice by J.P. Delaney. This is another one that I plan on physically reading. I'll probably read this one first. This is another one I just have been sitting on for quite a while. Actually, when I bought this, funny story, I accidentally bought 2 copies and then gave the second copy to Sarah, and I know that she's already read it. So I need to get to this one. This will be what I'm starting first today. The next prompt is novella, which I didn't really pull anything for. Maybe throughout the week I'll search for something short, but that's kind of the prompt for now that I'm probably skipping. And then for under 10,000 reviews, I pulled Just One Look by Lindsay Cameron. I actually was able to like instantly check out the audiobook of this for my library, so I'm probably listening to this one. This is fairly short. It's like just 300 pages. And again, something I've been sitting on for a while. I'm really, with this readathon, doing good things, getting some TBR veterans off my shelves. And then just because I went searching for like an ebook I could read, because I don't tend to like take out my book out of my bag when I'm in public, like in a waiting room, or just like have 5 minutes someplace. I wanted to have an ebook option, so I checked out from my library also Two Girls Down by Louisa Luna. I do own this book, I should have grabbed it, but that for now would be like my pick book. So I'm not too confident that I'll get through all of these, but that's kind of what I set out for myself for the week. So let's go ahead and just get into it. Like I said, I'm thinking today, Sunday the 5th, I'm going to be starting Playing Nice. Hello, it is now day 2, so it's Monday night, and I'm not really far enough into anything to give a true update. I've made it 130 pages into Playing Nice, and I'm enjoying that one. I think based on the pace of the plot, if you don't know what this one is about, it's basically these 2 couples who find out that their babies were swapped at birth in some like transit situation. They were both NICU babies who got transferred in from other hospitals, and they think that they were like swapped when they were transferred, basically. And that's what the whole story is pitched as. But the pace at which like stuff is happening or like getting resolved is fairly fast, so it's like, you know, something's going to change and there's a lot of story left. They definitely start, like the 2 couples start on the same page of like what to do with the children they've been raising, whether they should keep the child they've been raising or like get their biological children back. And I just suspect that stuff's gonna go awry. But other than that, I also started, since I'm reading it on my phone as an ebook, I started Two Girls Down by Louisa Luna, and that one I'm only like 2 chapters into. Hello, sorry a little bit because it's now Friday, so there's only 2 days left in this readathon. But what had happened was, my guest is here because we went and picked her up on Wednesday, and then we were too busy to let you know she was here. But the special guest that is now staying at my house for like more than a week, she has a week left, is the bestie. Kayla's here. So we're here, we're hanging out. The dog's walking around and it's gonna be loud. And so right now we are finally about to sit down and read. Rylan is doing some Spooktober sprints. So I'm pretty close to finishing Playing Nice, so hopefully I'll be able to be right back and let you know that that happened. Good morning and happy Saturday. Today is the last day of the readathon. And last night I did end up finishing Playing Nice by J.P. Delaney. And I did end up giving that one 4.5 stars. I think it was really well done. I do think the only reason it didn't get a 5 stars for me is the fact of like how far-fetched it was. Like it probably couldn't really happen in real life. All the stuff stacked up together would not happen to one couple. Now I'm like, I don't think I ever said what the book was about.
You can put it in later. Like you can film a clip later.
I know. So I finished that and now today is the last day of the readathon. I am in the middle of the audiobook for Just One Look, and I'm also reading on my phone Two Girls Down by Louisa Luna. Kayla, I, Chris, Mabel, you know, the whole family are headed to my dad's house today. So I'm hoping to read in the car and then we're gonna be hanging out and then read in the car on the way back. So I'm not sure how much time I'll have. I don't think I'll be able to finish anything today, but I'll let you know if and when it happens. Hello. It's me. The readathon's over, but after the fact a little bit, I did finish the audiobook of Just One Look by Lindsay Cameron, but I did not like it. This is basically just one of those thrillers where I felt the like plot devices and everything I had read before, so I feel like I can't really critique it because if this was your first time reading this kind of thing, you might think it's good, but like I also wouldn't recommend this as like something to try necessarily. I ended up giving it 2 stars. I don't think I ever gave you the plot of this book, but it's essentially like this lady gets hired and her job is to read people's emails, and then she gets overly interested in somebody and then there's a crime. Yeah, that's it. Also I am going to like move on from this Spooktober weekend vlog, but I am still in the middle of reading Two Girls Down, and I'm not immediately uploading this vlog, so when I do eventually finish that, I'll just pop in and give you an update of that as well. I am here now though to end the vlog because I decided to DNF Two Girls Down. It is at this point Friday and this readathon ended on Saturday. So throughout this week I've been like picking this up and putting it back down, and I just decided to DNF. I have kind of felt that since the beginning, but it's one of those stories that I really want to know what happened with the mystery, but the people we're following to like get there are really irking me and I don't really care to continue. This is something like if I knew somebody else who read this, I would maybe be like, can you just spoil, because it's 2 missing children, like can you just spoil where the children are, or like if they're alive, not alive, you know, just spoil the mystery for me because I don't care to continue. I got to like page 180, so like further than halfway, but yeah, I did decide to put this one down. It still is a book off my TBR. So overall, I think that this week was successful in terms of getting like some of these mysteries off my TBR that have been sitting there for a while. Just One Look, I believe I gave 2 stars. I just thought this was generic. Two Girls Down, I DNF'd. Again, not the worst thing I've ever read, but I just wasn't interested anymore. And Playing Nice, I gave 4.5 stars, which I would have said that this was what I had the highest expectations for, so a very successful book. I did not get to the William Kent Kruger book, Iron Lake, which I think is funny because in the intro, I believe I was like, I want to read this one the most because I want to hold it because it was a paperback, but didn't get to it. But also, if you're looking for more content while Kayla was here with me, there is more coming. We did film some challenge videos, as well as she will be in my next episode of Jokes on Me because she's been here throughout that as well. I think today is actually the day she's leaving, so I think today I'm gonna try to film because we're gonna go to a bookstore and like get lunch and then I'll drop her off at the airport. But yeah, we've been together for at this point 9 days. So thank you so much for spending some time with me this week, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.